Welcome to Seth Vidya Mandir Junior College of Commerce and Science online audio video lecture. Welcome back students. I Miss Alka Chaube explaining new chapter, that is chapter number 5 is oscillation. Welcome back students. Let's continue the same concept, that is a simple harmonic motion in the term of amplitude, frequency and time period. So you are very clear about it, students. When the particle is oscillate in the linear motion, it means the particle is having a linear path, and when the particle is oscillate to and fro motion, there is amplitude, there is a frequency, there is a time period. And here students, let's we consider here the MNN is the mean position. It means this is a rest condition of this particle at this extreme condition, and here the mean position that is considered as a center. Let's suppose from x to p, if the particle is oscillate, what will be the amplitude, what will be the time period, what will be the frequency. So here we have this condition when the particle oscillate from O to P, and this displacement, what will be the time period, frequency and amplitude. We have to find out here. So let's consider a particle P performing simple harmonic motion in a straight line Mn, where Mn means a position of particle, mean position of particle. As I already have explained, when the particle oscillates, this P particle, when it is reaching in this condition, as you know very well students, this condition is also rest condition for this particle. This condition is also rest condition for this particle. This condition as a mean position, that is the where the particle is already present in the rest condition, from where we are applied the force. So particle is performed to and fro motion here. So we know that very well students, when the particle performs simple harmonic motion, the formula of displacement, that is x is equal to a sine omega t plus phi. Clear? So if the particle performing maximum displacement, let's consider the particle perform maximum displacement. That time you know it very well students, from in this condition the maximum displacement, the angle should be, and the omega, the all value, it means sine 90, because as you know very well students, sine 90 value is what? 1. So that's why here we consider, let's the particle perform maximum displacement. So in the case of sine, the maximum value is represent in the case of sine 90. So here when the particle perform in this direction maximum displacement, as you know very well student, this direction is positive and this direction is a negative. This displacement is a positive displacement, this displacement is a negative displacement. That's why it is mentioned here plus or minus 1, because from here positive, from here negative, so plus minus 1 sine 90. So when we substitute this value, you will get it x is equal to plus or minus a. And this condition already we have got it in the previous video also. When the particle is perform maximum displacement, the amplitude is equal to the displacement. So once we have the definition of amplitude from this condition, what will be? As the condition will be same students, the maximum displacement of particle performing in simple harmonic motion is called amplitude. As I already have explained, the maximum displacement of particle performing simple harmonic motion is called amplitude. So hope you're clear about it. This all is a basic things when the particle is oscillate in a simple harmonic motion. Let's move on the next condition, that is the time period taken by particle when it is performed in simple harmonic motion. So you know it very well, this condition students, in the chapter sound also, the amplitude, frequency, when the pendulum is oscillate, the condition will be same. In this condition we are just applying the word simple harmonic motion. The time taken by the particle performing simple harmonic motion to complete one oscillation, because students you know it very well, when we are talking about the time period in any rotation, it means we are talking about the complete oscillation. So what does it mean in this condition? Complete oscillation means when the particle, suppose the particle is here in the rest condition, when we applied the force on it and when we release this particle, then what happens? The particle is reached here the extreme condition, again it is moving towards the mean position, again it's going the extreme condition, again it's moving the mean position. At this condition, from here to here, and again it is going in this center O, this time we are talking about one time period of this oscillation. Clear? to motion, fro motion, again main position. So one time period. Hope you're clear about it. In this way, we also find out the oscillation of the time period. The funda will be same here. So the displacement formula as it is. Now students, here we are very clear about one time period. It means we are talking about one oscillation of the particle. So in this condition, we just implemented here the time period, that is t is equal to t plus 2 pi by omega. 2 pi by omega means what? Total time period. Because as we know very well, t is equal to 2 pi by omega, because omega is equal to 2 pi by t. Clear? So this condition, when the particle is performed simple harmonic motion, this condition we implement here, that is t is equal to small t plus 2 pi omega. Let's substitute this condition in this here. So here we are getting this condition in the place of t, that is t plus 2 pi omega. So here we are getting x is equal to a sine. When we multiply this omega with t, omega t plus 2 pi, omega get cancelled out for this condition, plus 5. So after this condition, students, you know it very well. This x is equal to a sine omega t plus 5 here, because sine omega t plus 5. So this condition we can write as a together, that is omega t plus 5 here. Clear? Because 2 pi means what? It means we are talking about the 360 rotation, and here this is happens now, to and fro motion in the oscillation one time period, that is 360. So this all angle is together here, and this phi is here. So to complete one oscillation, and already I have explained, that is t is equal to 2 pi omega. Okay, so what happens? We have to substitute this condition in angular frequency omega. So as we know very well, students, in this condition, the omega square is equal to k by m. That is known as the force per unit displacement upon mass. It means when we are applying force, the displacement is happening in this direction with the particle mass. So here we are taking the frequency omega square. Here it is omega square, the displacement per unit mass, the force per unit displacement. Force per unit displacement is nothing but, here we are considered as an acceleration per unit displacement. It means we are talking about what? The displacement of the particle. And the total displacement of the particle, here we consider, students, that is what? We consider here the total displacement of the particle is nothing but the maximum displacement of the particle. And the maximum displacement of the particle is nothing but here what? Acceleration. So it is very clear about it. Acceleration is here, because here we are talking about the full displacement, maximum displacement of the particle in the one time period. So here we are talking about acceleration. So the rule will be same. Here you can see, that is t is equal to 2 pi omega. So I will discuss after some time. First I just switch on this condition. T is equal to 2 pi as it is root of, and here I am getting the omega square value, that is acceleration, because here we are just extend this value in the words according to this condition. So here we are getting the omega square value, that is acceleration per unit displacement, because this value we are taking, because we know it very well, t is equal to 2 pi omega, hai na? So omega, so here omega square this, so when we are removing the squaring, it is in the root form. Clear? And here in this condition, students, here in this condition, t is equal to as it is 2 pi as it is, and here we are getting the condition what? 1 upon, if I am just split this condition, t is equal to 2 pi, and now this condition is what? 1 upon root of acceleration per unit displacement. So 1 upon root of acceleration per unit displacement, it means 1 upon omega square, because acceleration per unit displacement is nothing but the omega square. So here we are getting the condition of omega square. So when we are taking omega square condition in the inverse, so it means the opposite of this value, mass upon force per unit. So here the acceleration per unit displacement in the denominator. So according to this condition, the constant will be like this. So time period is equal to 2 pi m by k. This is applicable only in simple harmonic motion, or any block, any body is moving to and fro motion. So here the total time period of the body is equal to the 360 degree of rotation upon the mass and the constant of the force constant of that body. Clear? Let's move on the frequency. As you know very well, students, when the particle is oscillate, it's having the three fundamental things: time period, frequency and amplitude. So here the last part is about the frequency, and you know it very well. What is frequency? The number of oscillation performed by particle performing simple harmonic motion per unit time is called frequency. If you're not comfortable in this definition, you can apply the number of oscillation performed by particle per unit time in simple harmonic motion is called frequency. You can frame your sentence also, but the condition, the keyword will be same. The number of oscillation performed by a particle per unit time in simple harmonic motion is called frequency. So frequency symbol also we are using F, and here we are applying in your textbook, that is N. So here I am applying N. N is equal to 1 by T. Number of oscillation performed by a particle is equal to per unit time. So the condition is here. As you know very well, T is equal to 2 pi omega. T is equal to 2 pi omega. So T is here, omega by 2 pi, and 1 upon 2 pi as it is the value of omega. So we can write the value of omega, that is, when we replace here value of omega, that is root of k by m. So it means when we are talking about frequency, see here, frequency value we are getting 1 upon 2 pi root of k by m. Time period 2 by root of m by k. See here, the both definitions are opposite to each other. Clear? That's why we are getting the condition frequency is a reciprocal of the time period. Okay, so here we have the clear instruction about when the particle is performing simple harmonic motion, what will be the formula of amplitude, what will be the formula of frequency, what will be the formula of time period. So here we are getting the formula of amplitude, x is equal to plus or minus a. Time period, we are getting the condition t is equal to 2 pi m by k, and frequency 1 upon 2 by root of k by m. This all condition is very important for the numerical students.